Hello? Hello?
Oh, I'm muted in that one.
Hello?
Me get in Spotify, turn it down. I have not only the YouTube stream but a vertical YouTube stream.
I'm muted in that one.
Uh-oh. I hear myself talking. I need to pause that. Just double checking, making sure the music isn't coming through YouTube because, you know, YouTube. So that seems to be working. Did my Discord notification work? I don't know if I ever checked that last time. It did. Okay. Because that's different. Let me make sure what the vertical stream looks like. It did. Okay. Because that's different. Okay, I can hear my voice and no audio. That's good. Or no audio, no music. I don't like that this is way over here and this is way over here. I need my audio bars. Yeah, a lot of stream. 3 streams. And unfortunately, the vertical's in like a separate app thing, so I gotta do all the scenes in it separately. Okay, I want to see if I can fix my Spotify through through the Steam Deck real quick. Steam Deck, Stream Deck. God damn. Oh, I have to redo the API key. I'm not going to do that right now. I was afraid of that because I remember Spotify's putting out some kind of thing that they're going to get rid of the API key thing. Yeah, you can get Atom for the vertical plugin in OBS. This is through OBS, but it's its own separate window. Oh, and since these are up, I need to make sure my multi-chat works. It does. Sweet. So yeah, anyways, I'm using Stream Elements Live, SE Live or whatever for the multi-stream because you don't have to go to... Why? Excuse me? Why? Turn these lights on, that'll help, but... Why? Something's not good with this connector on this cable. It's the second time I've had that happen. May have to let it sit for a bit. Oh, no, now it's not charging again. The little screen's like flickering weird. Now unplug it and it's charging. I'll let it charge a little bit before I turn it back on. That kind of sucks. Got the normal jank. Oh. And I'm starting to think this camera, more and more I'm thinking it is something in the switch, why it shuts on and off. Because I had it again I turned it on and it was on for a bit and then it shut itself off. And normally I either wait a second, sometimes it comes back, or if it doesn't, I'll hit the off switch and turn it back on. And then I might do it a couple more times to eventually get going. This time, it didn't seem like it was going to come back on. And I just kind of like put my finger on top of, because the camera button and the zoom and the power switch is all like a multi-button thing all together. And I just kind of like jiggled it with my finger and it came back on. So I feel like something with that switch, maybe there's a dirty contact in there or something. And also my Elgato card didn't want to pick up my cameras again. So that was another thing I had to deal with. Okay. Our pre-roll's off. I have an ads button. I forget if this is to force ads so they get out of the way or if it's to delay ads. It's been forever since I used the button. I usually forget to use it anyways. But I think we're maybe ready to start getting working. I forgot I had this super glue out. Set this over here. Oh, I need to leave the vertical stream up so I can check what things look like in it. There it is. These things are probably going to be weird in it. Although it's vertical. I mean, who cares about vertical, right? Only the majority of the world who don't really use a computer. Oh, and I figured out our paint. Yeah, good old Monday paint along. Maybe I should switch it from Mecha Monday to Monday paint along. So we had that color that we mixed up, and it ended up coming out to be this lighter color. I remember why now. Because we did the 3 blue, 1 yellow, and 10 white. I'm pretty sure this one was 7 white. And I was going to make that my base. And then I was going to use this as a highlight color. But then I forgot that. So then the next week we just mixed this color and sprayed it. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm not quite sure if that's enough shade variance or not, but I think what I'm going to do is just add more blue and yellow to our paint to darken it up again, and then do this backwards from how I planned, basically. Then we'll go around, instead of starting in the center with the highlight and working out on panels, we're just going to go around the edges and see what happens. Oh, I have no idea if my audio works. If there's any voice at all on vertical. Hang on a second. Content. Live. Vertical. I can't remember if I heard myself in there or not. Oh, there is. Okay. I wasn't sure if I had to add audio as like another source for the scene because it's like a completely separate scene thing. But no, it's pulling the same audio, so we're good there. Also, is this about where Oh, the saxophone! Is this about where Spotify normally is? I wish I could see a percentage on the bar. Might be a little up. There, something like that. Also getting a lot of the fan in the microphone, aren't we? Oh, wait. Turn that off. Yeah, we are. It's kind of low, but we are. Let me fix that. Oh, this is going to break everything while I fix it. Hold, please. Filters. I don't care about voice optimization. I don't know. Maybe I do. Let me know if there's a difference. We'll turn this suppression up.
I didn't do anything! I didn't do anything! I didn't do it! I didn't do anything! I didn't do anything wrong! Ah, what the fuck?
Okay. I don't know if that helped. I said my pickup meter's the same. Unless it... Can you hear the fan through the stream? Because according to my pickup meter, you should be. But I don't know if the filter happens before or after I see the meter. You can't. Okay. You can kind. Oh, here. Let me stop the music. And I'm like up here, because on my pickup meter, it's about the same level as the music, like just under it. There for sure? Okay. Maybe this filter's not working. Oh, I can do the filter right here. I don't have to break the stream. Let me turn this up. Let me just turn it all the way up to see if it does anything. It'd probably make my voice sound a little weird, too. No, it's not doing shit. Wonder why that's not working. Because it works through NVIDIA Broadcast, but this is doing the NVIDIA Broadcast thing inside of OBS. So now let me change this to that. And then noise removal on. Still seems like it's not doing shit. Unless I gotta talk first. Sometimes it's gotta figure out the difference. No, that didn't do anything. I am on cardioid and not omni. Turn up the effect here. Okay, 100% works. Oh yeah, it needs to be mono, sorry. Mic NVIDIA. It is set on mono. I wonder if it doesn't care and NVIDIA Broadcast is screwing with it. Is this right now is in your right ear only? Is that what you were saying? Here, I'll unmute myself. Is that what you were saying? Here, I'll unmute myself. No, that sounds good. Is that what you were saying? Here, I'll unmute myself. Okay. And that is, yeah, that's removing it. Oh, you know what? Maybe the check has to be on. Maybe that's what it is. Let me change this back one more time. We'll get this shit sorted here. God, quit clicking Well, that works too, I guess. I gotta do this as part of it. This one. Okay, we're back to just the standard mono. Go to filters. Noise removal is all the way up. And it's not doing anything. So maybe this has to be checked. Does that do anything? Can you hear the fan? I still see the meter up, so I'm assuming so. Yeah, you can still hear it. Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing anything. That's weird. Okay, I'll just switch it back. I wondered why I could still hear my booth in my VODs, because I checked for my audio the other day. No, not that, dummy. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, now we back. Now we playing music. Now that nobody wants to watch the stream ever again, we can start. We are a successful streamer now. We made it jank enough that nobody wants to watch now, and we can get going. Oh, I need my fan. Hold. Yeah, just in case anybody wasn't quite gone yet, that hold to go get my fan, you know, just finishing off the job. Okay, I think we're all set. I think we're good. So as I was saying, oh, let's see if my light works now. It says it's charging. I don't know if it charges fast enough to keep it alive while it's charging, but we shall see. Okay. So yeah, we're going to mix up this darker color because we accidentally mixed the light color without knowing it. Oh, I need, there's a brush I was going to get. No. I got some cheap makeup brushes for doing dry brushing. But I want to get I need a bigger one. But if I get a bigger one, I think it would be really good. I've seen a couple people use them for dusting their parts before they paint. I think they'd be pretty good for that. So I need a bigger one. Okay, so we're just going to keep adding to this till we get the color we want. I don't have my paint out either. That would probably help. We need the blue and the yellow. Open the case of wonder. Blue, yellow. A disappointing news on an order today. Because I had ordered this Not Bandai kit that I was excited about trying, but when I ordered it, it had just shown up in an email that they had them available. And then when I ordered it, it said there was like, I think less than 10 in stock or 10 in stock or something like that. Like when I hit the buy button. And they were out. So they must have like just ran out when I ordered it, unfortunately. It is a cool kit too. I'm gonna have to see if I can find them somewhere else because they're super cheap. They're kind of they're marketed to be like an HG kit, so like lower end Bandai kits, but they have a lot more detail than the Bandai HGs. And they're just as cheap as HGs. So, and they have the one I was getting was called Tristan, because they're doing a series of it's mecha related, mecha looking, but they're doing a series of basically Knights of the Round Table. So there's a I think there's a Lancelot that has like this big ass axe. But I didn't see it in stock there. And then Tristan had these like, well, he had a couple different smaller swords, but he had a shield. Maybe it was one smaller sword with a shield, but then he had like a big ass double hand sword as well. It's pretty cool. Okay, we'll save those for later because they're gonna have metallics. Yeah, they're SNAA is the brand. Yeah, it's kind of a cool series. There's a couple of them that are out already that I don't really like the look of, but Tristan I really like the look, and Lancelot's kind of cool. Also, I noticed it says I have 2 subscribers now. I have no idea who the second one was. I never saw a notification for anything. I hope I should try. I feel like my little ball in here doesn't get down in there to actually mix up the bottom. Wait, does this even... Oh, like barely makes the bottom. Oh, okay. That would make sense then. Oh, did you look him up? Yeah, Tristan looks super cool. I love the style. And like I said, they're pretty good kits too. I don't know if you've ever watched Mecha. Is it Gogaitsu? Mecha Gai? I forget exactly how you say it. He's an Irish dude that reviews mecha, or mostly Gundam kits, but he does other mecha kits as well. And anyways, he rated it really highly, and he's done hundreds and hundreds of kits. So, I mean, he would, quality wise, he would know. Okay, so we're gonna add, or should we glove up first? I'll put the mask down here, but I'll wait to put it on. Glove up before I get paint everywhere. I tried to ruin I somewhat successfully, I'll say, ruined a pair of jeans this weekend because I decided to work on my Corsair model, World War II plane. And I was trying to remember what color I used to spray the cockpit and stuff because there were some other inside parts that I didn't realize would show that needed sprayed again. So I had the bottle open, and I dabbed a little out onto something to test the color to see if it was the same color, and my hand was like slowly turning. and I didn't realize it, and I dumped paint all over my jeans, like all over the leg of my jeans. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, which means we will need 12 blue. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll give that a test. It's probably not going to be nearly dark enough, but we're going to try to sneak up on it. Not all of them are part of the round table set. They have some others, I think, that aren't related. Because I had seen a couple others that didn't say round table, but like Tristan specifically, I think Tristan and Lancelot specifically said round table on them. I was hoping I could just dab that on to see the color. Oh yeah, I was going to turn down that suppression a little bit so it doesn't garble my voice so much. Somewhere in there might be a happy medium. It picks it up, but it's real low. Yeah, I'll try that. Yeah, the iron sickle's pretty cool. Stay, don't fall. Do some accelerated drying here. I think that's still a little bit lighter. Let's go the same ratio again and see how that plays out. And you can find them. I may just go ahead and order it from AliExpress. I've never actually ordered anything from AliExpress, but I think it was the iron sickle specifically. When it first came out, some people were getting it for like $9 on AliExpress, which is just, for a kit like that, is insane. I mean, Gundam kits are cheap in the first place compared to other models, and like $9, that's nuts. One, 2, 3, 4. Don't I know it? I bet you do. With all those minis you got to paint. I feel like that's how much minis should cost. For like the basic, just the basic small units. I feel like they should be like $9. There's literally like 5 cents of plastic in them. I mean, come on. I know molds are expensive. Molds are incredibly expensive to make, but there's no way they need to be as expensive as they are. I mean, Bandai kits kind of prove that in the first place because they're already cheaper and bigger and have more stuff. All right, so we doubled up on that. Saying doubled up reminds me of a song by Amigo the Devil about playing bingo and being doubled up. The lyrics are doubled up on cocaine and Adderall. And the song's about being that and just kicking ass at bingo. It's an amazing song. Swap to plastic for some stuff. Oh, yeah. Corvus. What is Corvus? Is that where your chickens come from or something? This is not the best way to paint. That paint is a bubbly. It's frothy on top of that from being mixed. I think this is still going to be too light. Makes Infinity and Warcrow. Oh, I don't know what any of that is. Appleseed style, Max. I have a Appleseed anime. Is that related? That seems darker on there. Let's put a little bit of that in the gun and see. Yeah, Appleseed was actually like one of the first real animes that I found. And I thought was pretty cool. I still have the DVD. Let's run a little bit of cleaner, make sure we're working. Also got me a new quick disconnect with a Mac valve on it. Oh, I upgraded my ventilation system too. Slightly funny story with that. I got rid of everything that was like flex tubing because I'm thinking about designing my own spray booth and cutting it out with the CNC and everything. But oh, need my mixing stick. Oh, that's my extra stick. My other one's over there. Yeah, so I got rid of that. So I was doing a bunch of research and found a thing that talks about like how much airflow you need for a booth and to figure it up and with how much exhaust pipe you have to get out of the house or whatever your workspace is. It was talking about how much static pressure it adds to the air to have this amount of tube that's this size and this many bends and whatever. And it said basically triple all your numbers if you're using flexible pipe, like the really heavily corrugated stuff, which I had some of that in mind. So I have a couple spots of flexible stuff, but it's like semi-rigid, so it's a lot smoother. And then the rest where I put straight pipes. And anyways, the booth is flowing better now, but I don't know how much is the difference between the straight pipes and flex pipes, because one of the big flex pipes I took off, I was scrunching it up to put it away in a box, and there was a section that wouldn't scrunch, and I was like, well, that's weird. What's going on there? And it felt like there was something inside of it, and I looked inside. Apparently the hose, when it came new packaged, had 2 hose clamps inside the tube and a little sheet of paper with like the company's info on it. And that's just been in my exhaust pipe, my exhaust duct, the entire time. So the booth is definitely flowing better. Like it already flowed pretty well, but it's definitely flowing better. But I don't know how much of that is because of that and how much is because of upgrading it. So, yeah. So I don't know if my money spent on going to all the straight pipe, you know, was super worth it or not. I feel like the color was like blue up in the cap, like it wasn't mixed up there. I don't know how accurate this is going to come out. Give it a little mix up just to verify here. Go over the bottom half of this. That's so far that looks like identical to me. It might be very slightly darker. It's hard to tell. Here, let's go this way so we can kind of cut the color in. I should have just put down like a mask line or something. That would have been the smart thing to do. And we don't really need to match this color exactly. We just need it to be enough darker than this color. Oh yeah, and you linked one in Discord. Anyway, I want to check that. Let's try a little bit on the light color, see how much difference there is. If I can see any difference. Should have done it this way. Let me fix this real quick. Which that was actually from Thunderbolt, but I don't want to listen to it. I link to an eBay spot. Oh. Well, we're doing a bunch of nothing right now. I mean, we're getting there. Trying to get this color sorted out. I'm almost tempted to add just a few drops of black just to darken it, but that's gonna desaturate it if I do. It is darker though. Do a little bit around the edges and just see if we can add shading to this spoon here. If it makes enough difference. I think we need more. You want it to be subtle, but you still want it to, you know, actually be able to see it. And I could just recover the parts completely and then add white to this and then do my highlight the way I plan to do it, but I don't really want to. I mean, it's there. Oh, my light died again. Son of a bitch. The light helps. I can kind of see it now. You can see the center of the spoon's lighter. But I don't think it's enough. And then there goes my light again. What kind of charger is that plugged into? Is that like a low volt? An old Samsung charger. This is... It's got junk on it. I think that says 1.5 amp. Is this other one? Whoa! About to take my whole audio setup with me. Where's my other charger at? I had another one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Screw it, let's go 6. So 24? 3 times 6? We're gonna have a whole bunch of paint by the time I'm done. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Oh, I caught it. Get this in here. You. I don't want that junk to get in there. Also, I'm going to put a cap on this before I dump it everywhere. Ah! I lost my tip. I'll have a look at that as soon as I get this figured out here. Where's my... There it is. I wonder if any of that audio goes through YouTube. I guess it should. But it's not an audio, it's not a standard audio source, so I don't know if that goes through on vertical or not. Kind of thinking it probably doesn't. Because that's like a audio file that plays in a scene and not an audio source. Oh god, here we go. 5 minutes later. There it goes. How did I dribble that? I'm messy tonight. That's a different tone. I feel like I can see that as a difference better. I may just have to turn up the brightness on my camera and not use my top light. Oh yeah, you can see the shading in there. How the center's lighter. I might run with that. It's still pretty subtle. But I can always go back in and lighten the light part if I need to. Which is how I planned to do it in the first place. And I'm just painting it 3 times. Instead of twice, I guess. I don't really need to spray that out if I'm going to use it. I don't know. Maybe it's not enough. We'll see. It's an experimental thing. It's a Leo. Oh, let me make sure that is actually charging. It says it is. Discord. Is there not a link? I thought there was a link. The image is cool. Because Appleseed is like, they're not big mechs, right? If I remember right. They're kind of like person-sized mechs, slightly bigger. Yep, just a Leo. Poor Leos. Those dumb Leos. I don't know, what even is a Leo? What month is that? Where'd my parts go? Here they are. So was this all the parts that are green? This is all the parts of the kit, right? Because there's not that many parts. Oh, I got parts down here, though. That was inside. I think I already sorted these. These were like frame stuff. Oh, this isn't. This will be purple accent. This is a purple accent right here. These and these are a gray accent. Woo! How did I do that? That's barely on the stream, but it literally flipped 180 degrees and stopped. How the hell did that happen? Are these like... No, it's not on the elbow. Where do these go to? Trying to see the... Ha! Where the hell do those go? They have a little round thing that fit around. I just have to look in the manual. Where do they go? Oh, there's one that's... No, they're not the dick flap. That I should have painted. Yeah, that's up. We painted that. The hell are they? There's two of them. So they gotta be like... Oh, they go on the forearm. Inside the forearm. They're part of the inner frame. Okay. So those are metallics. That can stay with all the metallic stuff. This is going to be a purple accent. No, this was going to be white. Oh, these are the... Or, well, light gray. To coincide with the others. And then I already forget what these are. Those are the wrists. That's what they are. And then these are all be metal, metal, metal. Yeah, I think we got them separated. And then this is all... Oh! I thought I missed a vernier, however you say it. I thought I missed one with our titanium. Dang it. Alright, now this is going to be purple. Is the other one down here? It is. It is, it is. So we have to bust out the titanium for that vernier. Where did I... There it is. It's like I just put it down and I lost it already again. Okay, let's set this to the side and see what happens. I'm going to try without my mask since my suction is better. Since we got more suck. That's a dangerous place to put that. I'm full of bad decisions. Make sure the airbrush still sprays. Put this down. Lay all these out. Oh, we could test on the shield.
Hello?
Hello? Who's that? Who dat? Nike? Hello, Nike. Testing some stuff. I don't know why I don't have... Why didn't the hello show up in my... That's weird. The hello didn't show up in my little activity feed. Huh. Oh, now you're just doing all the things. We do need to stretch, though. We've been here an hour and basically haven't done anything. Quick little stretch is good. A little sippy sip of not water. I need some water. Alright, let's see how this goes. I don't know if my color is different enough. We're gonna do some shading, but we're doing it backwards because I mixed the color wrong. So instead of repainting all of them the right base color, we're gonna try to paint a darker color on the edges to add the shadows. So let's try the shield. I feel like it's not really going to be different enough, but whatever. I'll just put a little bit in there to test on the shield. Oh, now the high showed up. It's like just super delayed. Oh, that's not great. Make sure it's not leaking. It's not leaking. And we can spray small amounts. Yes. Okay. Blow all the dust off. I do wish my light was working. I might have to go find a stronger charger to get it working. I can turn up the ISO on the camera for you guys to be able to see it better, but it doesn't help me. Let's back up a little bit. We're a little too close. Well, there is some shading there. It's kind of hard to go this way. Oh, hey, the Prime sub showed up. Cell phone charger, yep. Is the standard USB charger. Kind of looks like shit, not gonna lie. Around the edges of the holes here a little bit. Oh, now we're clogged. Here we go. Getting better. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work this way. This is gonna be like really hard doing it this way. I'm gonna have to see if I can blend that a little bit because that looks like absolute garbage. There, that helped. Set that aside. We'll just keep going since we're just playing. Across the seam line here. Maybe the edges up here. Go this way. It's really hard to see the color difference. See what I'm spraying and not spraying. Oh, I need to scoot over and quit leaning. Getting that Hannibal lean again. Where's the other knee at? No, whatever. I don't need to do them in order. That's right, sit up. Whoa! The brush just opened up right there. That was kind of crazy. Almost blasted it. So anyway, I started blasting. I mean, you guys can't see shit on there. Let there be light. I mean, look at that. We got a fade in there, right? There's some color transition. It's super subtle. But I'm like, oh, and it's already out. And it's gone. Let me grab a charger real quick that's more than like an amp. I finally found it. 9 watts. How many amps is that? 1.8 amp. If my math is correct, that's better than 1. Pretty sure this says 1. It's actually hard to... There's like something spilled on it. And it's right over the number. This ran it for when I was doing taking pictures, though. So it should run it. Okay, it shows charging. Start it up. We will see if it stays on. Wow, that's like... Oh, I forgot. I never did readjust the angle of that. After I did my pictures. That's a little better. Oh, wait. Wait. I got it, like, cranked up. That's why. I don't remember what it was before. Around, like, 35 or something? That's better. That looks more normal. We're getting there. Look at my awful shading on my shield, but it's working. We're doing stuff. We're getting some clogs. I'm gonna go ahead and run some cleaner through and reset here, and then we'll finish out these pieces. It has not been a great stream tonight. Too much of the jank. Also, I wonder what the description of my stream read, because the new thing I did sets a title, but it doesn't set a description. I don't know if it just makes the description the same, maybe? Because my last stream was the race stream, so that's not going to make any sense if the description's about racing. It's flushed out here. My dropper. Alright. Yeah, it's not too bad. On the shield, it wasn't as consistent as I would have liked it. But it's alright. Oh, there might be a junk down there. You were timed out? As far as I know, nobody was timed out. Unless it... Surely it didn't, like, auto-time you out for playing redeems or something. I didn't see any notification of any timeout anyways. Unless Hannibal did it. He's a mod. But I didn't see anything. You did see it deleted by mod. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know, because I didn't do it. Oh, yeah, there is. Can I see the message? Well, that was just an emote. What? I mean, you played 2 redeems, like, back-to-back, but I don't... Yeah, Yeah, more stream jank. I don't know what's going on. That's weird. Because I definitely didn't do anything. All right. Oh, forgot about the ball. I need to design my little ball stopper that I can print to keep the ball from sealing the hole. Like 10 minutes and then asked. Oh, yeah, I don't know if I can see my whispers where I'm at because I don't have my... Can I even... I want to just check, see if I can even see the whispers over here. No, I don't have anywhere I can... Oh, well, there's a notification up there. Yeah, I just didn't have it where I could see them. Yeah, I don't know if it's the emote, but the emote was the one that got deleted. So it's, yeah, super weird. I don't understand. Okay, this... See how much... I should just have to pull it a little bit. Gonna go around the edge. Go in there. I think that worked. I almost feel like there's not enough color variation, but then I think when the kit comes together, I think it's gonna pop a little more, but it's still iffy on whether it's enough. If it's not, we'll just add a bunch of white to this and then redo the highlights. Yeah, there's a... It's like a text kind of box at the top right in Twitch. And you should have a notification up there. At least that's where it's at when I'm looking at my stream manager. I don't know if you're just viewing the channel, if it shows anything slightly different. It's been so long since it's been like years since I've used a Twitch Whisper, so... I went a little far down on that one, I think. Am I blind? Maybe. Auto setting, you might... Stream element? Well, maybe. I don't really use stream elements anymore, but... It is still, like, linked with my account, so it's a possibility. Although I am testing... I don't know if it would be part of it or not. I am testing stream elements. I can turn that Leo back down. I was making sure I had the right parts, and I left it real huge. I'm using their plugin for the multi-stream, and this is the first time using it. God damn it, we're clogged again. I knew I should have pulled the needle before we continued. I knew better. My bad. Let's just waste all this paint. It's okay, I got way more than I need. Whoa! Oh shit! It's gonna jam again, I'm sure. He won't be able to see it. At least not stream elements. But it's working now. I mean, you could try playing a bunch of redeems again and see if it happens, I guess. That's just super weird. All right. Also, let's take the tip off. The cap. We'll get to my brush. Give a little dip. Clean this off. There it goes. I may not have low latency stream turned on. Possibly. That's a possibility. So it might be like a couple seconds and not super quick. Oh yeah, Twitch has the pause and rewind thing now. So you may not actually be set on live. Okay, I think we should be good now. Set these aside. Let's wipe this off. Make sure we don't get any junk out of that. Put a little bit in. Since we're spraying light, we're barely using any. Okay, let's try that again. Woo! A little heavy there. Maybe I need to get it where I can see the shine. It's just so hard to tell where I'm actually laying paint. Yeah, I messed that one up pretty bad. Oh. Either the needle's not fully... I didn't get the needle fully seated, or we got another... Still got some junk in there. So the needle's not... Oh, there we go. We got it fixed. Never mind. I'm not really sure how much I'm doing. We still got something going on. Too many problems tonight. You really want Megapunk? Oh yeah, look at them bubbles. We're clogging for sure. It's got some back pressure in it. If I can get my brush cleared, it's my own fault, I'm sure. Spooky season, stream ghost. Been talking yourself. Well, you know, it's also hard to talk yourself out of it when it's only $10. Not to, like, you know, make your decision harder, but this isn't Mega Ponk. What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. You know, I actually thought, like, depending on how much I get done on the kit, that maybe we could end the stream with a couple rounds of the bonk, but it's not what I'm here for. Oh, I see a little nub mark on this one. But we aren't caring. The brush is starting to spray better now. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. It's your favorite redeem. I need to up my accuracy game. I was trying to spray the corner. I got this one, but this one I sprayed like on that left face instead of in the corner. The stream has been bonk, yeah, that's for sure. This is under him, so I might just coat this whole thing. Because we want the whole underneath to be dark, right? That makes sense. And this is that his ass? Does the dick flap go on this side? Pretty sure that's how that works. We're doing shading completely backwards because we were dumb and mixed the paint wrong. So, you know, a typical stream. I think we've got the problem cleared out, though. Let's put a little more paint in. Yes, Leo. That's the color scheme we're going for up there that I came up with. We built the Leo forever ago, and I never painted it, so. But next kit, I was mostly doing it because it's a small, easy kit to do as we're getting back in the swing of things. But we're gonna swing the other way for the next kit, because I did a Zaku and then this Leo, so we need to do something that's not. We need to give the Fetties some love, I guess. The dirty Fetty scum. That's looking all right. Oh, I cut in too far. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to have to re-go over these. I mean, it's not awful, but there's a big cut in at the top side there. It's way easier. I see why people do it the other way. It's definitely way easier the other way to get the lighter color and you start in the center of a panel and just move out than trying to come in with all these edges.
Hold on, dude.
Whoa! Oh shit! Makes a lot of sense. Which is the way we planned to do it. But then I mixed the color wrong and we sprayed all the parts already. So I was trying to do it backwards. Good experiment, I guess. See, that one I did a pretty good job on. I also still don't think our tones are different enough. Yeah, I may do the Stormbringer next. And if I do, that one won't be a special color scheme. That one will be the stock color scheme. Because I really like how it looks. And I know it shouldn't really matter, but it's a P-Bandai kit. And P-Bandai kits are usually just special colors of things, so I feel like I should just keep the color they designed it to be, you know? Okay, that piece is kind of smexy right there. That one's looking all right. They designed it to be that color. That's right. They know what's best. Not I, the lowly pleb. Bandai tells me what to do. And I say, yes, sir. Not leaking, are we? Oh, no, we're not. I kind of wish I had an MG to do this shading on just because the pieces would be a little bigger. I'm also thinking about ordering a couple of the EG kits just to have super simple kits to play with testing out some different, you know, paint styles and stuff. Because they're super quick to build. There's not many parts, and so you can just really, it's like rapid prototyping. You can really play around with it, with your painting techniques and weathering effects, and see if you like it or not. My light's been staying on. You know, I wonder if the light wasn't staying on. Well, I think the charger wasn't as much amperage, but also I had the light cranked up all the way and it wasn't supposed to be. I wonder if that's part of the reason, because it would have been using more power. This bottom bit's going to be metallic, or I plan on it being metallic. So we need a shade above this line. Yeah, that'll work. I really hope all this you can even see the shading when it's done. It's gonna be so unsatisfying if it doesn't like show up at all. Ooh, I laid that one down thick. We haven't done one of these yet. Blend that edge in a little. Yeah, it looks okay. So much silver. Better than bastard yellow, that's for sure. You are not wrong, sir. Let's get a little more paint in there. We be painting now. I think we finally figured the jam out. I think it's also easier to see when you're painting a lighter color on a darker color. I think it's easier to see the lighter color. Ooh, that one came out real nice. Do these little marks and try to screw it up. Oh no! I was spraying paint while I was doing the brush over the end there. And I don't know if anybody remembers the Yar Garble meme with the, it's like old school meme with the dog trying to like eat a sprinkler head and it's just spraying all over in his mouth. Just reminded myself of that. Oh, this is going to be a bitch. Actually, we'll just do the whole sides. Kind of like that. Where's the other one? There it is. Probably mostly just covered it up, but that's okay. Just give the back quick spritz, because that needs to be darker anyway. The edge real quick, and then yeah, this isn't going to be as clean looking as I was hoping, but it'll be all right. We're playing. We're learning things. Oh, I completely fucked that one. That one's just a dark color now. Tops of these are going to be purple. I planned on. There's not really room to shade the top down because just for this edge, so I'm just going to leave it. Just to have the bottom shaded because those top bits I'm going to mask and make purple. Almost there. Then we can paint some metallics and then decide if we even like this shading, and then probably decide not, and then go back in with a light color as the last step, as I should have done in the first place. Maybe I should just make my next kit the car that I have. I still have that GTR to build that Kim sent me a long time ago. A little bit more paint. See if I can get this one as good as the other one. The other one came out pretty nice. Give it a little dry here. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely subtle. That's for sure. I almost feel like in this monitor that I'm viewing it in, I can see it more than in person. Because this is a HDR monitor and it does some weird shit with color. Like, very blue things look purple, for instance, on that monitor. Oh no, I went in too far. No. No clip. That one doesn't need to be shaded. That's just for the eye. Actually, like, it's recessed in. Let's just spray the whole thing, because it would be in shadow. Although the screen goes in it, which would technically light it up. Definitely got the airbrush much better. Now let's see if it jams. That's what happened last time I said that. Testing the waters. I think that was... I did too much on that one too. That's just, well... The whole... This needs to be dark all the way around the rim, because it's the bottom of the helmet. Needs to be dark down here. And the rest is kind of too small to really do anything. I don't know if my brush is working well enough to do a tiny detail. It's getting there. It's getting in there. Last one. Oh, some dust. Get the dust off. Well, that just spit something on there. Get off of there. Okay. We got some shading. I don't know if I necessarily like it. I can kind of see it, though. Kind of see some shading going on there. Some good, some awful. Okay, we're done with that color. Oh, dang it. Sprayed the dirty water in there. Okay, let's put the cap on before I destroy the needle. Clean the cup. I do feel like having a brush with a removable cup, I get way less junk down in it. So if the cup doesn't come off, getting this stuff that's set up in here, you can kind of try to get it out with a paper towel, but if it falls down in the brush, you're kind of screwed. The only thing you can do is like do a back flush and just hope that you got it out without being able to remove the cup. Oh, I see stuff down in there that I got to before. Soak this up with some cleaner. Should just use one of my brushes. Is that the big one? Yeah, that's the big one. There we go. Now we got it. Now we got it. It's still, yeah, it's still focusing all right. Set our color aside. Throw a little cleaner in there. I'm also decided that the stuff we metallic, I'm not going to clear coat. I want to see how well it stands up, and because metal looks best before it's clear coated. If you want it to look like metal, anyways. If that is something you desire. Ooh, I can dump some into the cap. Oh! That's pro gamer strats right there. You can just take this, open it up, dump it out the way of the cap. To fill up a little bit of remover or cleaner in the cap. And you just dip the brush right there. Look at that. Never seen that tip in any YouTube videos. We're inventing shit on the fly here. Because then now I go to use the remover and then I just dump it out of the cap over everything. That definitely qualifies as a life hack, because the life hacks never really work. They like do that one specific thing somewhat, and then they're like worse for literally everything else and every other like common use for the item. Get out of there, paint. I see you. Okay. We're about probably 90% metallic thing I'm working on. Well, this is because moving parts and all that, you know. Your stuff doesn't have moving parts, does it? I mean, this is all metal. And it's top coated. But this is gloss coat, not matte. So, you know. I mean, it looks alright. It's just, you can tell there's a gloss coat on it. And a matte coat kind of dulls it down. And we are using... What was I going to use? Semi-gloss? Well, there you go, right in the middle. Was I going to use one of their metallics? Might as well. I mean, their gunmetal is super close to the gunmetal I normally use. I could do the zirconium black, though. Make it an extra dark frame. Would that be too dark with the teal? To do like, basically like a black metallic? Would that be too dark with the teal, or would that make it pop more? You know, it's experimental, and we haven't used just like really dark metallic before, so let's just do it. I'm calling it. We're just gonna do it. Got a few, magnet stat points, yeah. Very few moving joints. So there are moving joints, though. That's interesting. Because most of that stuff you can't, like, pose or anything, right? Normally. With, like, minis. I need a better mixer. This mixer's made for, like, inks. It kind of works on this paint, because this paint's real thin, but... I'd like a better one. Bigger stuff needs... Oh, okay. Interesting. Trying to test if we got all the color out. But there's so much color on that I can't really tell. I think we did. I made this dirty. Let's just use this. Yeah, we'll be alright. We'll be alright. Let's take the cap back off. Okay, metallics. All of these pieces, I believe. Oh, these don't hand paint well, though. And I was gonna have, there's gonna be a couple hand painted bits to make it match. No, they were gonna be a different color. Never mind. Nah, wiggle, wiggle. Okay, get rid of that. Drag this over. This is all inner framey bits. Framey bits. And then we have some framey bits over here, too. Oh, but the guns. What are we going to do with the guns? The guns aren't going to be this dark color. I guess I'll just do gunmetal with them. I also have a plan with them. I have a feeling this is going to be too dark and I'm not going to like it. Gun. Not gun. Not gun. That goes in the shield, but I want it to be that color, I think. Not those, not those. Oh, these will, but I need to mask them. These feetsies right here. I think we're good. Let's try, I'll need to get my silicone brushes. Put a little liquid mask on these feet real quick. I just want to cover up the round bits. Let me get my silicone brush. I'm not sure if this is all my silicone brushes. I feel like there's one more. 5 piece. Well, there's 5 pieces. Oh, no, it is. Yeah, it's over here. This is the one I normally use. Nice little chisel tip. I like these all right, but it's easy for this tip to, like, pull out, which I don't like. We may have to try this fine tip. I'll kind of set that out and see. It's been a while since I've used this stuff, so might be a little bit of a refresher course here. Pop. There we go. Pop the bubble. Just doing a Leo, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But I'd always like it to be perfect. Also, this panel gets covered up by the foot, so we can be sloppy over that. That's not a big deal. And this is inner frame. We can be sloppy over that. Ooh, I could try to mask the inside and test using that color on the inside. We'll do that with the fine tip, see how it works. I don't know if I'm getting this on thick enough. Seems a little thinner than I remember. Maybe I didn't get it mixed up very well. Let's let that one set. Let that one simmer. The only part we really need to be careful about is like in here. The rest of this all gets covered up by other pieces. Whoa! Okay, I auto-covered that side by... Apparently I had a shitload on my brush and I didn't realize it. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. If you weren't aware, it does help to make sound effects while you do things. It's a special hidden technique. Good think of the word. Yes, it does. Oh, I dropped a bunch in there. That's not gonna help me in what I was going to attempt to do. Do I have anything that can get that out? Will a toothpick work? It kind of worked. Oh, I shouldn't have I knew better. I knew better. Shouldn't have retouched it. Just peeled it up. I knew better. This is where it's easy to pull the chisel tips out. You're cleaning it off. Or these, I should just say these brush tips. They're not all a chisel tip. Very carefully. That's kind of doing what I wanted it to do. That one actually looks decent inside there. It's a pretty solid circle. The outside of it doesn't matter, but that inner circle. It's a pretty solid circle there. I'll probably still have to go back in and try to hand paint it though. Don't just let it sit. Let it simmer. Probably should let this sit a little longer too. We're going to attempt a second layer, even though it's not fully dry, but it's cleared, so it's somewhat dried. Oh no, it started to lift. I may just have to touch it up with a brush too, if I don't get it masked properly. If you just dab it, you're okay, but if you don't have very much on your brush and you try to like actually brush it, it'll start picking up the lower layer. So I may do some gunmetal first, because we'll have to let these dry. Kind of can somewhat suck itself in there. That one didn't flow down in. Get down in there. There we go. Hope that's not too much. I really need to be more patient with this stuff. I'm bad about that when at least when I'm streaming. I just want to get stuff done. There we go. That should work. Oh yeah, stretch is a good idea. Make it a little more on this piece first. Out of the corner there. You also want it to be thick enough that it peels easily. It's too thin, it won't peel that well. Oh, I got some leak on that one. That's okay. We can touch it up later. We will attempt this. And see how it goes. Let those dry. When you crack every section of your neck, yeah. That would be super satisfying. Oh. Little stretch. Oh, thanks for the prime, by the way, Hannibal. I didn't actually say thank you for that. I appreciate Bezos's money in his non-profitable platform. You know what? Just to be certain here, I'm gonna pull the needle and give it a wipe. Okay, no leaks. Spraying good. I'm going to do that one piece titanium that I missed. And then I have some more plans for possibly the titanium. But maybe... where's my color samples? Did I do the tungsten steel? I did. In case you're curious, that's a zirconium black. That's the gunmetal. That's the tungsten steel. And this is the titanium. So yeah, I don't know, doing the inner frame that color I think might be too dark. But we'll give it a shot. Because I'm also thinking about doing a, like a dry brush highlight on the edges and stuff. So that might be a good base. And the weapons, I'm thinking of doing trying some shading with the airbrush. So I might do gunmetal as the base color and then spray a little bit of tungsten steel. Or, where's my color cards here? It came with the set. What's tungsten steel? Maybe stainless steel. It's less blue. Yeah, we might do that. I haven't actually sprayed the stainless. Let's try that. Let's put the tungsten away. Or did I not pull it out? I pulled it out, didn't I? Put these away. We don't need these anymore. 5, 7. Tungsten's right here. Do I have 4 metallics out? I do. Zirconium, titanium. Yeah. Okay. We good. Oh, I can tell I haven't been wearing my mask. I can feel the dryness on the back of my throat from the paint dust. I was hoping with my increased airflow it wouldn't be that much of a problem. Oh, I just sipped. Already sipped. You're too late. We do got all the frame parts. We're doing this. Move this over here. We're doing that in the titanium, and then we're doing just those, really. What should I do the saber handles in? Just do gunmetal on those. Add that with the weapon color. I guess. I don't know. Why not? I didn't paint them the color of the kit, so. Ooh, some of that shading's looking better to me now. That paint is super glossy though. So a lot where I put the shadows on, it's like it's more glossy where the shadows are because it was kind of more condensed as I was up close spraying it. So it came out more glossy. So it makes it kind of weird to see. It needs like a balancing. Needs you know, just a clear over the top to balance it. Titanium right here. We just need a couple drops of this. Literally 3 drops. See if that's enough. We're just painting this. And we're out. Should be all we need. This is actually probably the smart way to do this too. Because then we're going to end up with the darkest metallic last. Well, except for the highlights I want to do, but that's later. Add just a little bit more water. Spray that through. Give it a wipe. Remind myself that I took the cap off and to not ruin my needle like I like to do. Grab weapon parts. I'm still leaving the armor on top of the hand to be light gray, but as before, I'm still thinking that's probably a mistake. Okay, we won't need too much for this. You know what? Since this is part of the shield and it's a weapon, we're going to do gunmetal on it. I honestly thought about not doing the frame metal and just doing it just like a gray. More like anime looking style instead of like realistic style, if you even want to call it that. Probably more paint than I need. It's pretty nice. Didn't even have a black gloss under that. I don't know why I have my parts holder way over there. Doesn't make any sense. I love spraying metallics. It's so easy. They coat well because it's like a solid pigment, basically, because there's little metal flakes in there. And they're usually nice and thin. They just lay down so easy. I don't know if I have quite enough in here. It's going to be close. Kind of feel like the Vallejo gunmetal might be slightly darker. Maybe. Which I like. I like a good dark gunmetal. Ooh, do I have enough for the last piece? Probably not, because it's a big piece. Let's put just a little more in there. Back up this clip slightly. Make sure it doesn't interrupt with the airflow. I'm also looking at getting some scribing tools. At some point, I'm definitely going to do some custom scribing. But the bigger point I want to get them for is for rescribing the lines that are already there. So you can deepen them and make them a little clearer. Then they'll pan align better and all that kind of good stuff. And we're out. All right. Gunmetal done. We should be good to go on the zirconium with the other. I don't think there's any metallics in there. Should be all cleared out. I like when it's a fast color. It's so much easier to clean the brush. Oh, okay. I take that back. Cup's got a bunch of junk in it. The metallic matched the color of the cup really well. Couldn't see it. Reflections and things, you know? Alright, that should be good. Good enough for now. Did I knock the tip or oh no, there's a little paint on it. Looked like it had a hook there for a second. Trying to scare me. Alright, zirconium. This is going to be too dark and I'm not going to like it, but we're going to try it. I may just leave it. How much time we got? 30 minutes. We're doing all right. This might be okay. Quit making everything harder for yourself. These are purple. These are kind of the color they're already gonna be. Flip this around. Oh, look at that, you're so smart. Eventually. Uh-oh. They've glued themselves together. No, don't peel. Okay, I'm gonna paint these together. Because they have glued themselves together. It's kind of bottom face is basically all you see. This is awkward. Okay. Now we can start doing them. Wiggly clip there. Ooh, there's a nub. There's another nub. I think these kind of hide in the armor, though, so you don't really see them. That's probably why I didn't clean them up very well. Hear my daughter banging around something upstairs. Let's get a little bit more paint in there. I have no idea if these paints will dry brush. I assume they will. They're super thin, so they don't cover very well. That might make them better at dry brushing, since they don't cover very well. They're like easier to make it kind of a light effect, you know, not overdo it. This probably should have been gunmetal, because I think this goes to the shield, doesn't it? I think it's so you can clip the shield onto the shoulder? Is that what it's for? Can't remember what that goes to. It's got to be something with the shield. Let's try to turn the Mac valve down a little bit. Let's try that. That feels a little better. The tip opened back up. Suddenly spraying more. Our little tip dry came off there. Bloop, 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 bloop. Get the other ball. Oh, we're almost out of paint. Using more of this than I thought. Just gonna turn it back up. Seems a little sputtery with it turned down. Get back and dust some on. All right. Almost there. Could move these over here where you can actually see them. That's where they normally sit. I don't know why I moved them. These little round bits show through as accents. I feel like they're going to be too dark. The handle does as well. We must just be getting stuff done. It's a little bit of a boring stream. It was a bad stream. It's all the problems. Now we're just getting stuff done. Seems a bit boring. Need that mixture of jank in there. We had too much earlier, though. Focus on not friggin' up. Oh, yeah. for sure. Around the little green. Man, I may have to rewatch Appleseed now. It's been so long since I've watched. I'm due for a Gundam Thunderbolt rewatch too, since it's like a, I mean, it's like a 70-minute movie, something like that. Which one do I have? I believe I have like the first one. Appleseed anime. Including a 1988 OVA. Okay, I don't have that. But I have I have the 2004 movie Appleseed. And I might have the second one. I know I've seen the second one. I know I've seen the second one, but I don't remember if I actually own it. And then there was like a short series, wasn't there? Yeah, 2011 there was a 13-episode anime. I kind of think I remember watching that. Oh, and then there was a film in 2014. I don't know if I've seen that one. It's hard to see how much paint's in here. So one between the two movies. Have you ever seen Pat Labor or Pat Labor, however they say it? With mecha, with police mechs? The first one? I don't remember which one. I know I saw one forever ago when I was a kid. Because I remember watching it on some movie channel. I don't remember what one. There's some movie channel we had on satellite TV. I remember watching that and some like bubblegum thing or something. It was an anime movie that I think also had some mecha related stuff in it. Is it bubblegum? It's some, I can't remember what the name was. That was like in the 90s. Yeah, that's what it is. I need to relook that up. I haven't thought about that in years and years and years. I remember thinking with Pat Labor. I was never a revolver kind of guy, but I remember thinking that the revolver with the police mech is badass. It's got like freaking, shells that are like this big around going in the revolver. And I had like a auto loader or like clip thing that popped out of the side or something to like reload it. Yeah. Yeah, if you had to manually load it. Two pieces left. Did I just run out of paint? It's so dark. You can't see if there's any paint in there. It's just all black down there. Can't see shit. Oh, I can see the bottom just slightly. But you can't tell how much paint you have in the cup. I haven't checked where the race is at tomorrow. Hopefully I can make it. I have to make a quick run out to my parents' house after work to help them with something. But it doesn't take very long, so I'm hoping I can still make the race. I should be able to. Since practice doesn't start till 7. I get off at 5 and then practice doesn't start till 7, so. But they do live out in the country, so there's travel time in there. I'll just show up for the race not prepared at all, probably. Unfortunately. And then we'll have the stream going, so I probably won't drive that well. Alright, well, the airbrush has told me I'm done painting, because I ran out of paint again. I sprayed a lot more of that than I thought I needed to. Yeah. As Dan Suzuki, that he's a big sim racing streamer. As Dan Suzuki likes to say, random excuse. Okay, put the cap on, protect my needle here. While we have a quick fiddle. Needle's looking good. Things are staying clean, I like it. Let's give the cup a clean here. The cuppa. Do my pro strat here. You were wrong. The mech show. Oh, die guard. I don't think I've ever heard of that. What if a super robot was a real robot? You had to pay for damages. That sounds like a good sign, good type of ridiculousness. Fight with the cap. Or the cup, I mean. Screw. Oh! So hard to line up. Okay, now what I wanted to try. We got time? We're so close on time. We won't have time for dry brushing, but let's try. I want to try these highlights and see how they come out here. So we're going to get this stainless steel. The ball's not even loose. There we go. I've never even shook this up, I don't think. I should just be saying bye now. Oh, we need a, let's do an oops counter for messing up the paint. Doing that wrong paint color. And we probably could use a couple for shitty shading. I didn't drop or break anything tonight, though. Pints literally throws an arm at a bad guy because it doesn't technically have a rocket punch. Oh shit, this is tight. I've definitely never had this cap off before. Okay. What should we try it on first? This maybe? I'm gonna try to do a band like around the center. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Figure out where to hold the trigger at. Try it on this edge, but I can't tell if I'm spraying anything. No, that's not spraying anything. Let's take the cap off. We got some tip dry going on. There we go. Now it's working like it's supposed to. Dry. Okay, it's super subtle, but there's a lighter strip around that wide bit and some around this top edge. It's really subtle, but it does add a little bit of depth there. This really likes to tip dry. I kind of flooded that just a tiny bit. There we go. See if we can do it on the other tank without screwing it up. I also got to match the bands from side to side because those two pieces will go together. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I don't know what I did there. My finger had like a little twitch or something. All right, we covered it up. It looks all right. Okay, so we've had a little practice. Let's try the gun now. I'm not really exactly sure where to put it on the gun. I kind of want to do something with the guard. There's enough different faces on here. I don't know if there's really a good spot. Could try to do it around this band, but it's pretty skinny. Got a little bit. Kind of. That might dry okay. Kind of splattered it just a little bit. Try to lightly go over these holes. This is definitely a mouth hang open focus. Oh. Ooh, bad tip dry. I don't know if this is going to show up at all. The tones might be too similar. And it's with all the shine, it's hard to see too. There's kind of highlights around all those little holes. I don't think you can really tell. Let's do a little like stripe down one side just for fun. Tip dry is driving me nuts. Do it on this side too. Do a little around the handle. Some on this edge right there. I have to keep double checking that I'm actually spraying because I don't think this is doing much of anything. I can kind of tell when it's going down. May just not be getting it thick enough, but that's okay. I think it needs to be a lighter color. I think those are too similar. That doesn't look really any different. Oh well. I mean, it looks okay on the ammo cans. Oh, with beam sabers, we can... do at the top of the handle here. You can do those a little heavier. Oh, here she comes. I hear her. What? I know. Why are you apologizing to me about that? What do you mean the other way? Oh, mirrored? Yeah. Alright. That's all I was doing. What are you looking at? Who's on stream? Corbin and Hannibal was. It says there's 5 viewers right now. I don't know who else. Some lurkers. What'd you say? Oh, Ollie wants out. I'm not taking a break though, but Ollie does want out. Does that show up on my other streams? I'm betting not, because I think that's a separate. What'd you say? Yeah, it doesn't. All right. Oh, Hannibal waved. Hannibal. It's Clay. What do you think of my pieces over there? Yeah. Can you tell that they have some shading to them? Yeah, and like looking down at the top, can you tell? Yeah, okay. I feel like it needs to be a little bit more, like difference. You don't think so? You think that looks okay? You don't think it needs to be like the color's a little different? Okay. When should I paint your kit that you made a long time ago? The Destiny. Well, if I painted it, I mean, if you wanted it those colors, I'd paint it the same colors. Oops, why did I take that off? It just looks nicer when it's painted, so. But you helped me build that one, so. So what color? If I painted it? Oh, on the effects? I mean, I can, but they won't be clear anymore. It kind of ruins the effect parts. Well, what about the rest of it? Just like the same colors, or green? Like pastel green? I don't. But it would still have the pink. Oh, like mint? But it would still have the pink effects. I don't know if that would look good with it. Yeah. Mint and pink? Actually, mint would actually go okay with the pink, now that I think about it. I was still thinking like green when you were... But yeah, mint would go... Because that's like my teal. Mint's just kind of a brighter teal, really.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I just stepped on
Oh, we need to call. Oh, now I forgot. Who's the animal people? I almost said FEMA, but it's not. It's not FEMA. They're disaster recovery.
What? Sounds like candy.
Yeah, the mint and pink. The vet? No, who's the animal rights people?
Don't
PETA, yeah. PETA. We're gonna have to call PETA on you.
Why?
Because you hurt the cat.
Oh, I took a picture.
Animal abuse.
I mean, I wasn't like hurting him or anything, but I went like that, like on his back, and I took a picture and sent it to my friend.
Uh-huh.
He told me to abuse him. Because I told him he was being annoying. But I didn't hurt him. I didn't mean to. He didn't like meow. Okay.
All right.
I hurt him like that one time that you hurt.
That's in there. All those are painted. These are gonna be a few different colors. What are you doing? Here, we can go to that one.
Does it still mirror me?
Yeah. Gotta keep it consistent, you know?
No, I don't like the mirror. I look better with it.
Oh. Well, too bad.
If so, I look ugly.
Is it how I look in real life? Yes. Yes, it is. All right. I'll be back tomorrow for my race at wherever it's at. Where is it at? Actually, I want to know. Where is my race? Oh, it's not that Discord. It's this Discord. Schedule. Oh, Sakuba. Sakuba will be fun. It's a small, tight track, but it'll be fun. All right. Clean up my little mess here. And see you later.